Good day! I am very much pleased to present to you my action research entitled The Boomerang Principle, Raising Learners' Motivation During the Pandemic. I am Mylinda Alison from Kalinaw-Kalilintad Integrated Peace School. Educators nowadays stood up to a challenging task of not only embracing the new learning modalities, but also multitasking, such as learning the new technology, advising, responding the students' queries, discussions of the subject matter, and much more. Everyone came together with one underlying motive: the students' benefits. The researcher would like to explore approaches to raise students' motivation amidst pandemic, one of which is the Boomerang Principle cited by Dr. Shruti Nagpal, an assistant professor in the Computer Science Department of Worcester State University, Massachusetts. He believes that teaching is based also on the Boomerang Principle that states what one gives, one gets in return. This research examined the level of learners' motivation during the pandemic and the outcome of applying this Boomerang Principle. Research questions. Number 1, what is the level of motivation of the learners in letter A, the first and second quarter, and letter B, the third and fourth quarter? Number 2, is there a significant difference between the level of learners' motivation before and after the implementation of the Boomerang Principle? And number 3, what action can be done based on the results of the study? For the methodology, one group pre-test and post-test sampling method has been employed in the study. All 30 grade 10 students in Kalinaw-Kalilintad Integrated Peace School, school year 2020-2021 were monitored by their written tests and performance tasks. Learners were given with a questionnaire to recognize the possible reasons of their motivation, and then the implementation of the Boomerang Principle followed. And they are given with a structure to succeed academically and behaviorally, and of course, identifying individual differences followed. Quasi-experimental design has been employed in the study and used in the analysis and interpretation of the data. The researcher requested for a permission and approval from the school principal of Kalinaw-Kalilintad Integrated Peace School, utilizing the grade 10 students as respondents. All grade 10 students had a consent in answering the questionnaires with confidentiality and privacy. That table displays the comparison of the learner's motivation before and after the implementation of the Boomerang Principle. The result displays that it has a relatively inclusive difference of the learner's motivation after the Boomerang Principle implementation. This is very clear that the learners have a clear improvement after the implementation of the Boomerang Principle. Table 2 displays the significant difference of the learner's motivation before and after the implementation of the Boomerang Principle. The result displays that there is a significant difference between the learner's motivation before and after the implementation of the Boomerang Principle. So basically, the Boomerang Principle supports the assertion of the experts here that this is the law of cause and effect. This means to say, what goes around comes around. What you give will come back. What you give, what you send out will come back in return in another form. The advocacy of the researcher is to let other educators discern the accountability in us to address the performance of our learners, such that this study will be portioned to the co-teachers through the School Learning Action Cell or the SLAC, or through the INSET or the in-service training, or in the Research Congress. This pre-recorded research video presentation will be disseminated through the Research LDN official archive. Thank you everyone. Let us all be safe. God bless.